B. With me on the panel to my left side, welcome back for a second time in Bonn, Coach Dan Shamir. And to my far left, Mr. TJ Klein. As always, we'll go with the players' statements first. TJ, give us your overall thoughts, please.
I thought that their physicality and their intensity kind of hit us in the mouth. In the first start of the game, and then especially in the second half, to start the second half, we didn't come out with fire and aggression, and we have to. We're a physical team. We've played a lot of tough teams, have matched our physicality. Venice, a lot of teams in this group, and I think that we just got to get back to doing what we do. Moving the ball, never letting the ball stick, and I think just get our heads back on straight, and we'll be fine to go.
Talk about what Bonn did defensively, especially in the fourth. You guys were able to connect for 12 out of 19 threes in the first 3 quarters, 2 out of 9 in the final stanza. What did Bonn do defensively in the fourth?
I think they just threw a lot of looks at us. It's kind of, DeLeo and the guards did a really good job of pressuring the ball, not let us get into anything easy. And then, that energy kind of, slides over to the whole team. And I think the big men kind of fed off that, allowed them to be more physical. When they get going and the crowd gets into it, it's a hard place to play here. They had a good crowd, and I would really just say the guards pressuring the ball kind of hit us in the mouth a little bit. But there were spurts that we adjusted.
Thanks, TJ.
Thanks,
Coach Shamir. Your turn.
First of all, good evening and congratulations to Telekom Bonn for the win, well-deserved win. I think TJ basically summed it up pretty well. We started the game not at the level of physicality and defense that we needed to, and kind of chased Telekom for the rest of the game. Had our moments that we took a little bit of control by primarily sharing the ball and making shots, but if I look at it overall, we did not stop Telekom one-on-one, didn't stop them on the boards, and did defend well in the paint.
You already said your team had their moments. What's the positive takeaway from this game heading into next week's?
We have a huge game next week with Nanterre at home in order to advance, and first thing we'll do is we'll get our point guard Corey Walden back. That bothered us a little bit this week, playing without him. And but that's not an excuse whatsoever. We're going to go into the last game of this group, and we'll have to be at our best with coverages, with one-on-one defense, and we'll have to be much better than we've been tonight.
Thanks, Coach. Questions for Coach before we close out the first half? So we'll be back with Bonn. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. We're good to go for the second part of tonight's presser after round 13 of Basketball Champions League action. Telekom Baskets Bonn versus UNET Holon. Once again, final result 91-83. For the first time in Basketball Champions League action, to my left side, head coach Chris O'Shea, and To my far left, a new personal best in points, rebounds, and assists, Mr. James Webb III, who just told us that he had nothing special for breakfast. James, give us your overall thoughts to tonight's game, please.
We just played a great team game. We were down a few players, but we stepped up. Everybody stepped up on the defensive end, and you know, our offensive game just it fell where it needed to. And you know, credit to Chris, he prepared us very well for this game. That's all I got for you.
That's all you got? So,
Yeah.
so there's my question. As I already asked our friends from Holon, who shot extremely well from beyond the arc, 12 for 19 in the first 3 quarters. Then you guys were able to hold them down for 2 out of 9 in the final stanza. What did you change defensively from your point of view?
We found out, well, we knew who their shooters were, but we just made a better defensive strategy to actually run them off the line or to be up in their space, make it harder for them to get their shot off and force other people to shoot.
Grazie mille. Coach O'Shea, your statement, please.
I mean, the situation going into the game was not easy. Missing top scorer, probably the best, one of the best individual defenders in Champions League. For sure was not easy. We talked before the game that tonight would be a good night to show what kind of team we are. And the guys did that. I'm really proud of everybody. They stepped up. Everybody that was on the floor was, from the first second on, mentally focused and brought good energy. The guys on the bench were supporting. Yeah, it was a great game for us. I mean, all I got for you.
That's all you got for me. So let's see what the media got for us. Questions for both Coach and James. That's not the case. We'll close this one out and see each other in March. Thanks.
Thank you.
March? That's our next March.